Hey, good morning. This is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If you find this video to be helpful, please like my video, send me your nice, wonderful comments like you always do, but most of all, subscribe and click the notification box. You're more than welcome to share my videos. I try to make these to be helpful for you. Today, this is going to be a little bit out of the normal for most people. You're really not going to be able to do this in your driveway. But in the event that you have a question that I can possibly answer on this situation, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on the Facebook under Clay's AC and Auto Repair. So here's what we got. We've got a 2007 Audi Q7. The leveling system was in malfunction mode, which would cause some creeps and crunches in the front end, and then obviously our dynamic MMI wouldn't work correctly. We're going to switch that to car, and we wouldn't be able to change the levels. The level sensor here, what it would be is it would always be on automatic. We wouldn't be able to switch it through these. Now I put it in trailer mode because it does have a trailer hitch on it, so we're going to switch that back so we're able to use the other mode function. But for this video, we're going to talk about how to get that to where you can switch it from different modes. Now I have a Maxxis 908P, and with the Maxxis 908P I can do pretty much the same thing that I can do with other vehicles, but I'm going to go to all. Even though I switched that, I'm going to go ahead and go to automatic selection. You can switch it from the front of there and change it to European, and then you'll find the Audi and you're able to click that. But because I'm able to automatically do this, it's a lot simpler than trying to go through there. So we're going to go Q7, and this is a US Canadian model. I actually clicked the wrong one. Not that it probably would have mattered. We've got a 3.6, so we're going to go ahead and click that, and then we're going to go into diagnose, and we're going to go into control unit. Actually, keep on clicking the wrong buttons because I'm trying to look through the camera and do it at the same time. So it's going to be number 34, ride control system. Now with Audis and Volkswagens, you have to have a security login, which security login basically means which line you want to redo. So it's not really like security, like in the sense of everything has there. Now this is a 5-channel system, 1 wheel, 2 wheel, and then right wheels 3 and 4. And then the 5th channel is going to be the channel is actually the setting. So we're going to read all this information and go through, and we have to input our security login. In this situation, the security login is going to be 31564. It's always going to be the same when you're doing suspension on like the all road or anything. It's always going to be the same security login. So we're going to click OK. Sometimes it does that. So we're going to shut the key off. We're going to turn it back on. And then we're going to attempt our security login again. I don't know why I did that, but hopefully it doesn't do it again. It's probably because I'm making a video. 31564. They sometimes do this. Now I'm going to go through and show you this, and the reason that I'm doing that is because when I would start up the vehicle, I had a little yellow light right here, that one right there, and that's because I'm inside the security system right now. So that was consistently on. So we're going to check the trouble codes, and this was the trouble code that I had, 01437. No adaptation or incorrect. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in and we're going to go to adaptations. Now all the doors have to be closed, the hood, everything. So we're going to go into channel number 1, and that is going to be the left front wheel. Now what it's going to do is it's going to say wait, and then it's going to say low level and start driving, and then it's going to go into where we can actually enter in the new value. Now we're going to go through and enter in the values just the way that they are, because I already set them, and because when I entered in the security code, it decided to reset to the factory settings, and I'm assuming that has something to do with the battery dying or something like that. So we want to fix this. So in this situation, I already wrote down the numbers so I know what they're supposed to be. So I'm going to go into set value, and I'm going to change this to, I'm going to go out to the front wheel, and I'm going to measure it again and show you that. Now the vehicle is going to raise up and down while it's going through its diagnostic mode, and then we're going to input the right amount. Pat's going to hold the camera while I go up to the front wheel, and what we're going to do is we're going to measure from the center of the front wheel to the edge of, we're going to go straight up and measure to the edge of the wheel arch right here. When it gets done self-adjusting and it tells us that we can input the actual number inside there, we have to use a metric tape measure because these numbers are entered in by millimeters. So in this situation, right now, we would enter in 447. So we'll enter in 447 into channel 1. So we'll go press set new value. Now what I learned by doing this was it's going to go back and tell us is 447 okay, and then I set okay. Now what I want to do is I want to go back to, if you're using a Modus or a Maxus, you want to go back and go into channel 1 and go to that value, and instead of going back to automatically going to channel 2, which is where we need to go, we're going to press the next button, and it's going to display the information for channel 2. Now on channel 2, it's going to tell us front right. So we're going to go ahead and measure in front right. Now right now it's set at 449. That's the factory default setting, which is hence the reason that we have the yellow light on the dash. So we're going to go over there and we're going to measure the front right wheel, and then so forth and so on with the rear wheels. Once we set them in there, I'll show you what to do when we get to step 4. Now our left front was 450 millimeters, so we set that in there and we went back into channel 2 to double check that we had installed that number correctly, and then we're going to go to next, which will take us to channel 3, and it says wheel rear left. So we'll measure. Then we enter in that number and we press next again, and then it's going to take us to channel 4, which is going to be our right rear wheel. It's going to show us that right there. We'll go measure it. Okay, so now our measurement is stored as 466. The most important step is pressing next, and that's going to take us into channel 5. And then we're going to set new value there, and that value is going to be 1. So we can use our pull down because I've already done this, and then we press OK, and then it's going to make us confirm 1, and it says OK set. And then if we escape and go back into trouble codes, we have no codes found and our dash light is off. So hopefully this video was helpful. Please subscribe, click the notification box. I know this isn't stuff that you can do out in your driveway, but it gives you a good idea of what the mechanic has to go through to be able to set your ride control. If that yellow light's on, it's just going to revert back to original ECM programming, so it's not going to damage anything, but it doesn't ride the same, and you're not able to control the different functions that you would normally have with a vehicle like this. So God bless you. Remember, you can't break what's already broken. Have a great day.